SimplySimpleStamping.com. Welcome to another video in the flashcard series. Today you are going to love this video. Today we're going to talk about super flashcards. I'm going to share with you today how to create 8 flashcards so fast. 5 sheets of cardstock. You're going to be able to create these 8 fabulous cards. Do you love all those polka dots? I used only 2 stamp sets, the Snuggles and Smooches, and also Sassy Salutations. This got me a lot of different variety. You know what? This would make a really great gift as well. So let's get started on some super flashcards. All right, so to complete our 8 flashcards, we're going to need 5 pieces of Whisper White cardstock and 1 piece. I'm using Melon Mambo today. These are 8.5 by 11 sheets. I'm going to take 1 piece of my Whisper White. I'm going to set that off to the side because that's what I'm going to stamp on. And then I'm going to go ahead and prep all of my cardstock in my Stampin' Trimmer. So these 4 pieces are going to turn into my 8 card bases. On my Stampin' Trimmer, very important, this is a cutting blade, the dark gray. The light gray is a scoring blade. Let's move that cutting blade out of the way because we don't want to accidentally make a mistake. You can score your cardstock at either 5.5 inches or you could score it at 4 1/4, whichever way you want to go. If you go 4 1/4 inches, you're going to cut it at 5.5. So let me get the scoring blade out of the way. So 5.5 will get me those 2 pieces. And then on the Whisper White that I scored at 5.5, you could score it at 4 1/4 and get 2 cards going that direction. You can do it all the same way. Whatever makes you happy is going to work. Now let's go ahead and talk about how to cut our flashcard pieces. I'm going to start by cutting this piece of Melon Mambo cardstock down to 5.5 inches. Take one of them, set it off to the side. We're going to work with just this one. We're going to start by cutting this one down at 2 1/8 inches, and you're going to do that 3 times, which will give you 3 flashcard 2.0s. Okay, so we've got those all cut. Now let's come in with the other piece, and this one we're going to cut down to going this long way. We're going to cut it in half at 2 3/4. Like so. Now we're going to cut these down to 4 1/4. So basically we've just cut it in half and cut it in half again. Repeat that, guys. Your flashcard pieces are now all ready to go. All right, now I'm taking that remaining piece of 8.5 by 11 we set aside. I'm using the Snuggles and Smooches stamp set. And in advance, I went ahead and stamped one of the big Smooches in pumpkin pie. I just kind of did that randomly all over. I'm now going to come in with a Melon Mambo ink pad. I've cleaned that stamp off, of course. And we're just going to kind of fill in like so. I'm not going to do the entire thing. Let me just kind of do part of it there. Of course, you're going to do that everywhere. I'm now going to come in with a crushed curry ink pad, and I've got the smaller smooch that comes in that stamp set, and you can see we just kind of come along and fill in. So you're going to do that to everything. At this point, we're going to have some fun. We're going to make some polka dots. I'm going to bring in my Memento Tuxedo Black ink pad, and one of my favorite ways to make small polka dots are with the bottom of a brand new pencil eraser. You want it to be brand new so you get a really nice, crisp, clean, rounded image. And you can see we're just going to kind of polka dot. You're going to do that all over your cardstock. All right, so we are all swirled, we are all polka dotted, we're ready to go. We're now going to trim this down into a set of flashcards and flashcards 2.0. I'm going to bring my Stampin' Trimmer back in, and the first thing I want to do is I want to cut one side down to 4 inches, set my other one off to the side, so this is my 4-inch piece. We're going to now cut these down to 2.5 inches, so 4 by 2.5. Whoops, what am I doing? Let's go 2.5. Goodness, I don't know what I was about to cut there. All right, we're going to get all these cut 2.5 by 4. We're going to take this remaining piece and we're going to cut it down to 2 inches. And then we're going to take that last piece and we're going to cut it down to 2 inches. So it is now 11 inches by 2 inches. We're now going to cut this one down to 5 3/8 of an inch. And you're going to do that now to all of your flashcard 2.0 pieces. All right, you can see I've got all of my pieces cut, so I have 4 flashcard 2.0s and 4 flashcard originals. We're now going to set this off to the side, and we're going to now come back in with the Melon Mambo cardstock that we cut, and we're going to be using 3 punches today, guys. I've got a 1 inch, a 3/4 inch, and a 1/2 inch. On each piece of cardstock, you will punch out 2 1-inch circles, 2 3/4 inch circles, keeping them all on the inside because we're going to be using this as a layering piece, and then 2 1/2 inch circles. We're going to repeat that on all of these. We're also going to repeat that here on all of the 2.0s. All right, I've got lots of dots, but everything is ready to go. We're now going to come in with our flashcard pieces that were all pretty stamped up. We're just going to cover up all the ick because we don't want that to show. And now we can start to create our cards. All right, so you can see I've just kind of mounted the cards or the flashcard pieces onto my white card bases. Now we're going to have a little fun. You can really change these up any way you want. Coming back in with the Memento ink pad, I'm going to be using a great stamp set called Sassy Salutations. I love this because I have a lot of salutations I can work with. Although Merry Christmas, not quite appropriate for this much, or for this design, but I do have 2, 4, 5 other ones that I can use. Of course, you know, use the ones that maybe happy birthday you might use more often than a congratulations. But we are going to stamp happy birthday down there on the side. Let's come in on this one here, and we'll do a thinking of you. Stamping that right there. Actually, they're not too bad like that, but hey, let's doll them up with some polka dots. Guys, I just simply just adhered the polka dots with some snail adhesive. Very, very simple. Guys, really fun and simple cards that you can create in a flash, and it's going to allow you to make 8 cards, boom, 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 all done. Well, guys, what do you think? Is that going to be a really great technique or what? You know what? Snuggles and Smooches, some of your favorite flower sets, whatever you want to do, you're going to be able to create some really, really fun cards with this technique. So I hope you'll give it a try. Now, if you'd like to get your hands on some of the products that I used today, you can find that at one place, simplysimplestamping.com. There's an online order button for you to make it super easy for you. Just click it, order the things that you need. Guys, thanks so much for being a part of the flashcard series. I sure appreciate you, and we will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.